Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Honey I Joined a Cult. In the previous episode, you have no idea what happened because I never released it. Now, the reason for that are many, but basically, over the course of the last couple of episodes, we were obviously building and upgrading and doing some research in Divine Inspirations and missions, etc., getting some more consumers, getting more followers because of the research that we've done, all of that sort of thing. But the long and the short of it was that we ended up normally just sitting, waiting for money or influence. And I thought what I'll do is skip ahead just a little bit, just a tiny bit, to try and mitigate that. And I don't joke when I say I have been sitting, waiting for about an hour and a half on maximum speed just to go through and wait for stuff to come through, money, for the influence, and mainly for the right combination of divine inspirations to pop up. And that's why this is on now day 109 as opposed to day 80 or 89, whatever the last one was that we were on. So yeah, this is the last episode, so I'm going to go through and do a bit of a recap. So some of this you may know, some of this you may not. We have a bigger dormitory over on the left hand side with some more consumers now, including a couple of special consumers. We have 3 special consumers. If I can try and find where they are, they sort of, well, I say they're blending in. One of them definitely doesn't blend in because they are a bright red demon fellow. Oh, there's one over there. We've got this guy here. This is Randall Innsmouth or Innsmouth. We've also got Calavera, if I can find them as well, which is about the place. There they are. And then there is one more, if I can find them, scrolling down. You can see we've changed the headdress on them as well because we did upgrade to something else as well. So, oh, there we go. Well, that's Louis Crowley, and yeah, they're quite distinctive, aren't they? They have a quite distinctive appearance. So yeah, we've got those. Obviously, that also meant increasing the size of this, and we've put some more upgrades in there. We have a Ministry of Altercation, which you can go to alter, and you can basically alter and remove certain traits on here. So that's pretty useful. We have some more stuff upgraded in this room here. We now have something in here which is a bit of an upgrade. It is, let's see if I can find the thing. It is that thing there. That's his table wood, but it ain't that. It is, let's say, it's not Necronomicon. I think that one is there. See if I can move it. That one there. So that's what we're looking at, and that is the Encyclopedia Satanica. So we've got that, and again, that's just doing increased prestige. And the main takeaway is this room here. This is our Hellfire room that we only just got, and each one of these items costs a lot of money. We're talking at minimum, we have the cheapest in here at 18,000 for the Pentagram of Suffering. We also then have the Magma Pit at 21,600. The Icon over on the left here, 27,000. The Horn at 32,400. And then the Flaming Heat at 25,000, and also a Stone Fiend, which is 32,400. And you may notice I have 2 of them, and I can't place it because, quite frankly, I completed that mission, but it was only a partial success, so the game didn't tick it as complete, or something like that. And yeah, I had to do the whole thing again. So that was fun. I don't mean fun, but yeah, we had to do that. And we are currently doing research for, I mean, there's loads of research. I'm not even going to go through all of the research that I went through. Well, basically, we've progressed at least 2 or 3 tiers up this way. We're doing Pew Fancy, and then over to the Mega Telescope, which is increased Divine Inspiration discovery speed by 50%. However, we are on maximum of our Divine Inspiration darkness rating, and we are currently doing the Whispering Obelisk, which is the last item you need to engage the Start World Domination thing, and that'll probably take about 6 hours to do, so we'll see how we get on. Oh, also, I've got this thing here. This is a Sacrificial Skull, which reduces the heat when we sacrifice people in this pit, and yes, I have been using that for quite some time. So yeah, overall, skipping ahead was not something I wanted to do, but I think it was just mandatory. I don't want to say that the pacing is off because it's all subjective, but having to simply wait, I mean, 30 in-game days to just get enough stuff to end the world. I mean, I can understand ending the world is probably a costly thing, but Yeah, there was not much to do, put it that way, while I was waiting for that. But all is well in our compound here, and we will hopefully be able to get to the end sooner rather than later. I have also done some more demonic infusions where you can infuse people with certain traits. I can't do the demonic intelligence or demonic charm. Just not something I have went and got. That's something for divine inspirations that you have to unlock. A lot of the waiting wasn't just for money or for influence. For these items here, these Horn of Satan and like the icons and the Stone Fiends, it's literally a random draw for the divine inspirations. Sometimes you also unlock them through the divine inspirations so you can build them straight away. Sometimes you have to access them through the through this as well. So I'm retrieving the Whispering Obelisk here. So that is from Divine Inspirations, 2 missions, and then do the mission, which obviously requires a lot of people because it's level 10. So you get 4 people on there, a really good rating. So you have to do a lot of that. Let me just assign someone here to reduce our heat. That person's still stuck on doing this mission. That's just a bit of a problem there. But I can do 2 missions now, which is good. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've done here and what we've accomplished. Like I said, do think that things could progress a little bit faster and the research tree could be tuned up. I mean, like at the end, we're getting at the very end, we've got the Mega Telescope, Divine Inspiration, Discovery Speed. Well, we've discovered everything. I don't think there's another way we could have done it. Probably should have gone through and got rid of Sun Consumers and got better ones. But then again, because we've been doing the missions in a certain way, because we've been going through them quite methodically and making sure heat doesn't go up too much, I think there's not much like major that we could really do else. A pew I want to research, but I also need, hang on, oh, you need these researches as well, do you? Yeah, I mean, of course you do, there we go. So you can't even you need to complete 90% of the research tree not to get the thing that you will never need to use, but there you are. Sorry, like it feels like a bit of a downer. It's just because, as I said, we were waiting for a lot of it. It has taken the edge of it there, but it's early access, so can't really complain too much. More feedback than anything else. Oh, look at that, we've got a demonic hedgehog there. That's one of the things I randomly found. I don't know why it was a really tough mission. I mean, maybe because it's probably a 10 or 20 ton obelisk obsidian statue of a demonic hedgehog. Maybe that's why it was quite a long mission to do. I mean, that's obviously going to take quite a lot of time to transport the thing. I just realised we've got a flower missing there. Why we've done that? We can't finish the series on that, can we? Let me go ahead and go to outdoor, and we'll have I think it's a white flower which goes in there. Very nice. That's all good. Let's have a quick look at our sermon here. So first sermon for this episode, it is a sermon quality of 4 out of 5, and you can see how high this is as well. So customers will occasionally hear whispers from the mighty cup, apparently. We are serving meat and vegetables. Today's beverage is killing me. It's a strawberry milkshake, but yeah, apparently it's getting stuck in the throat there. Anyway, heat reduction mission we will run. We've got probably someone that's really good at it there, Jaden. 70%. That is good enough for what we really need. We're only on 79 of our heat rating. Out of that lost, I think if the time I spent skipping, if that was to be recorded in episodes, it would be at least 3 minimum, bare minimum, probably more. But when I was going through that, the heat, because of whatever reason, because the mission wouldn't end for whatever reason, we got the heat reduction mission. It would get to 3, 2, 1 seconds, and then jump back to 3, 2, 1. It would keep doing that. We had a protest running, and it was all manner of problems. Let me just complete this mission. That is a success for the Whispering Obelisk there. And yeah, our heat got up to over 500, so it meant that we couldn't... we had loads of protests. I think there was 20 people protesting. You know, down with this sort of thing, careful now, etc. Anyway, we are doing another heat reduction mission, which is now a partial success. Heat reduction by 24, so heat's only on 82. That is fine. I'm going to go over to this room, which at the time recording is still bugged. It says you only need the pentagon, but obviously I think you do need the magma pit and flaming heap. I think that's just a bug. But we need a Whispering Obelisk, which if we go to room specifics, going down to the bottom, and there is a Whispering Obelisk, which I will place in probably there. And that means that we can now start world domination. Do we want to go through that process? Too right we do. So we've got 24 consumers, 44 followers. We've got divine inspiration. I mean, there's still things that I haven't got, like the demonic brazier, which allows consumers to be infused with a demonic intelligence trait. I don't know why we're getting darkness, or spread darkness mission. We're at the maximum darkness rating, so there's no point in doing that. Although you do get influence, so I could understand maybe why you would do it. We got the tyrannical ashes mission, which is steal the tyrannical ashes. It's just another item you can place in your compound, and then with another darkness acquisition. We're not going to do that. I think we're going to go over to here, and we will say start world domination. And is that it? Is that literally what's the end of the game is? Oh, we got some purple scrolly, and there we go. That is a victory. Vic and Terry are together. Let the purging begin. That is a hellfire room. Let us baptize the earth in the hellfire of the mighty cup. You were the one who stoked the flames. Now we can embrace our extinction. Now sit back and watch the world burn. Let's view our stats. Real played time is 12 hours 58 minutes, just shy of 13 hours there. Game played time is 109 days, 10 hours 51 minutes. Money gained is 850,000 generic units of currency. 43 cultists recruited, obviously some of those are special. No one arrested and no one died, which I think is pretty good. Does feel like it could have been more difficult. I mean, saying that though, I like that it was quite. I like that it didn't really hold your hand, but also if you really messed up and you just didn't remove that heat, or you were very, very bashful about things, or just very, weren't being cautious, then it could go south very, very fast. But we didn't have any police raids. We didn't have anyone, any major problems with protesters. We only had a couple of those, and we were sending people on missions after doing all of the research with the right skills. So we did the right thing. But that didn't feel like overly problematic. Followers recruited, 233 missions succeeded, 132. No missions failed. Research tree topics researched is 64. Compound total prestige 1,020. Same for the penalty adjusted, don't know what that is. Objects stolen is 65. Total souls sold is 12. I think that's to do with the total souls sold. That'll be from the contract room. Yeah, demonic infusion room infusion performed 1. I thought I'd done more than that. Deaths per meteorite 652,736, and surviving world population is 290,589. Oh, sorry. 290,589,908. And you can do one more day if you really want to. But we're going to go to main menu. So actually, a shorter episode than I would have thought. There we go. I thought the game had crashed there. A shorter episode than what I would have thought. I thought that when you press that button, you would have to do a sequence of events, like get people together and make sure everybody's in the right room, do some like prayers and different summonings. But no, it's just literally click the button and go. So I would say a bit disappointing in the end. I would have liked something a bit more of a punch at the end, like a bit of more of a build up, other than just press it and then there you are. But I'm glad we got to the end, and I'm glad we've played through a bit of Honey I Joined a Cult. I say a bit; it's been a long series, but an enjoyable one. I do still hold to what I said at the start of the series. It's a very sort of light-hearted, tongue-in-cheek look at this thing, which if it was any sort of serious thing, then it would be very unpalatable. So it does have a certain charm about it, and I'm looking forward to see what they do with it. I would like more darkness, not more darkness rating, more different themes. So we obviously went with the darkness theme. Hopefully there'll be other ones added in the future. Certainly pacing can do with tweaking change. I would like to be a bit faster, certainly in terms of making money. Perhaps that was to do with the type of cultists that we had and the type of missions and stuff that we did, but I don't think there's much else we could have really done to speed it up. Certainly, having to wait was not desirable. But overall, happy with the series and what we've accomplished, and hope you have enjoyed it too. That's been a bit of Honey, I Joined a Cult. If you want to see more in the future, then by all means let me know. I will be leaving it for some time at least to get some patches under its belt, because there are still bugs in there as well. Like, say, that room at the end, we had some problems with that. We didn't need all of the items. We had some people stuck in the screen, just general rough edges, but nothing that outclasses this game breaking, just a little bit annoying. But overall, pretty happy, and that's been a bit of Honey, I Joined a Cult. If you want to see more in the future, let me know in the comments. If you have any feedback on any episodes in the past, what we could have done better, or just general comments, then by all means let us know there. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.